Hi, my name is Molly. I am a senior politics major, and as RJ said, I had the opportunity this spring semester in blocks 5 and 6 to complete a fellowship with Mathew 25 Ministry Hub in Cedar Rapids. So a little bit of background about Mathew 25. They were founded they're a nonprofit in Cedar Rapids, founded in 2007, primarily to address community development issues in the west side neighborhoods of Cedar Rapids, particularly the Time Check and Taylor neighborhoods. I really resonate with their mission, which is unite, empower, and change lives. It reminds me a lot of the work that I've been doing with the Environmental Club, the community organizing work that I've been doing here this year, and just kind of in general what I would like to do with my life. They also have a lot of really fantastic programs, which I wish I had time to tell you all about, but I'm really just going to tell you about Cultivate Hope, which was the project that I worked on. So there are two main aspects of Cultivate Hope. The first is that Cultivate Hope runs Iowa's first urban farm on 2.5 acres of previously vacant lots in the Time Check neighborhood of Cedar Rapids. And I believe it is still currently also Iowa's only urban farm, although we really hope that more will start popping up around the state. The second aspect is the School Gardens program. So this is a photo from a build out that just happened in the last couple weeks, and since then there's been another one at Harrison. So it's been a really big year for the School Gardens already, especially since they're incorporating curriculum that Mathew 25 has been developing. So a lot going on with the School Gardens. And I mean, it's just kind of been a big year in general. So the initial build out of the urban farm happened last spring. So this is just some numbers from the first growing season. I like these numbers a lot. I think they're cool and impressive. My favorite one is that more than 400 volunteers have committed like 4,600 volunteer hours to build the farm, maintain the farm, improve the farm, which I think really speaks to how inspiring this project is and the way the people of Cedar Rapids and surrounding areas feel about it. Obviously, Mathew 25 also has some big plans for the future. Something that Matt and I, Matt Mayer, the Cultivate Hope supervisor and my site supervisor, talked about a lot was the potential for the urban farm to anchor an urban food education center, which in addition to providing a space for children to come and learn and explore, and also a space for classes to be taught on healthy food, how to prepare healthy food and food preservation, and providing career training and development opportunities for aspiring farmers. In addition to all of this, it could really be a regional hub for urban agriculture and urban agriculture education. So I found that whole idea to be very inspiring. And of course, there is the ultimate goal of the School Gardens program, which is to put an educational garden in every school in Cedar Rapids, public or private, which would be pretty amazing. So while I was there for 2 months, I did many things. I wore many hats. I think this is maybe the least interesting part of this presentation, so I'm going to speed through it a little bit. First category of things that I did, I'm going to call project support. This is mostly things that Matt didn't want to do that I was really excited about, like flyer design and PowerPoint creation and a little bit of event planning. So this is a picture from when we went shopping to make food for 125 people for the Taylor Elementary Healthy Families Night. And the second category of things that I did, I'm going to describe as fund seeking. So I put together a lot of fundraising ideas to support the School Gardens, including how to put on an awesome carnival. And Matt and I discussed donor development ideas. And then mostly, and probably most importantly, I did quite a bit of grant writing. So I wrote 6 grants or like similar proposals while I was there. And that was pretty profound for me because it was just not something I'd ever thought of myself doing. But what I discovered is that good grant writing is basically just good storytelling. And so because I am a Cornell student, I have good persuasive writing skills. And so I was pretty good at grant writing. So it was just very exciting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I gained from this fellowship, both professionally and personally. So this is me about like winter break of this year. I've just had like the world's most lopsided resume. You've got like good GPA, academic awards, whatever on the one side, and then like 0 professional work experience, just nothing. And so related to that, I really had no idea what a real job would be like or what it would be like to be in a real professional environment. And I also had this like really serious conviction that I wanted to work in urban agriculture, but absolutely no clue like what that meant or how to go about doing that. So fast forward to post-fellowship me here talking to you, and First of all, I have this relevant, interesting work experience now. And what I mean by relevant is that by this point, what I've decided that I want to do after graduation is move to Chicago and pursue work in food policy and urban agriculture. So basically, if Mathew 25 was just in Chicago, I would just try to work there. I also gained a lot of really great information about myself and how I work in professional environments and what my ideal professional environment might look like, and really got exposed to what urban agriculture actually is and what the vocabulary of it is, which really came in handy the weekend in February when I went to Chicago for the Chicago Good Food Festival and toured 4 major urban farms. And they were throwing things around like vermiculture and compost row planting and aquaponics. And I was like, hey, I know what those words mean. So it's already been very valuable. And of course, I also discovered that I not only enjoy grant writing, which I think is kind of odd, but cool, but that I am also passively good at it, and there will always be a market for grant writers. So I only have one regret, which is that this fellowship happened in blocks 5 and 6, and blocks 5 and 6 are approximately January and February. January and February, not the growing season. January and February are covered in snow, especially this year. So I did a lot more computer work and a lot less, getting my hands dirty in the farm than I might have liked, but, someday. So just a couple really quick thank yous. First of all, to my site supervisor, Matt Mayer, for his excellent mentorship and being endlessly patient with me. And definitely also to Clint and Courtney, the executive co-directors of Mathew 25, for always having time for me, even though I was just an intern. And of course to the Career Engagement Center and the rest of the staff at Mathew 25, because they just made me feel so welcome for the 2 months I was there. Thank you.